Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. So recently, Saberforge sent me an email, and it announced the reemergence of the Youngling Sabers at their website. They're currently not available on the Etsy store yet, but they are available on their website, and it looks like they've added a couple new models while taking away perhaps another model. The email also indicated that the sabers have been enhanced and improved, and that's good news. And the price has not increased. And I think it's goodbye. And you can get your Youngling Sabers in a weathered pattern, and I think they also come in a black anodized finished as well. And it also seems like they've increased the choices for blade colors. So, worth looking into. But this video is not about this. Let's find a nice, safe place to put this thing. Where shall I put it? I will put you there. You stay. Do not fall. Okay. I'm doing a follow-up video to my first real sound saber, which is the Ultrasabers Apprentice V5 LE. My first video on YouTube was a very, very short video intended to be sent to Ultrasabers to garner some kind of love or to be used in one of their promotions. They do what do you call them? They do these events, raffles, and they have other various and sundry promotions. I'm not really, big on that kind of stuff because I think, if you're going to do a sale, just do a sale. I don't really like being required to jump through hoops because I'm a working guy and I work a lot. And, just give a guy a break, okay? Anyway, that being said, my saltiness aside, um, this, as I said, is my first sound saber. It has the Obsidian Light soundboard. It does not have an illuminated switch, nor does it have flash on clash. And Arctic Blue blade. Standard mid-grade. Now, it's kind of funny. This kind of looks a bit like an aquamarine on camera. But nonetheless, you get the full effect of the windows. And it's also apparent that I think this uses a bit of a tricree, a mixing of colors to get this blue. As you can see, the color kind of fluctuates from blue to green. That sort of implies a bit of a blending there. The finish, as everyone has seen before, alternates between gold anodized and silver with this unique sort of cut pattern in the hilt. Now, one of the major issues with this particular saber is the windows, the edges, are rather sharp. However, I've been using this saber a lot, and I'm developing calluses. So, I was wearing gloves, and then at some point I started. Let me turn this off. At one point, I started spinning this, and I realized that the effect of the sharpness, it really wasn't bothering me anymore. And then I realized I was starting to grow calluses from the spinning act, and so now this is not an issue. And I find that this is my go-to saber, which is when I purchased it, that's what it was meant to be. This is the one that I would bring to any kind of event for dueling or carry on my person if I was like an actual Jedi doing Jedi stuff on a Jedi daily basis in Jedi Land, which is not the case. So I don't do that. Anyway, so I got this with a CoverTech wheel, and I have added a little enhancement, which is one of the impetuses for this video. As you can see, this is an addition. I actually purchased this, it's a modular hilt system insert, because when Ultrasabers sends this to you, it's just a big hole, and you have free access to the speaker, and I didn't like that, because several times as showing off this saber, the first thing people do is they like to stick their finger in the hole. That is not meant to be any kind of salacious reference there, but they do it, and I was concerned that the speaker would get damaged, so I bought this modular hilt system compatible insert, which cost all of $5, and it fit perfectly because Ultrasabers uses the modular hilt system, and the radius and size of the thread and everything are identical. So that's an enhancement. I recommend that anybody with this saber or any other similar Ultrasabers gear might want to consider to preserve the speaker on their saber. Comes with lockup, no flash on clash, as I said, and so there's your clash sound. The thing that's really weird about the Obsidian Light is as you're spinning it, it seems like the sound card moves around or something in the hilt. So you constantly get that clashing sound kicking off. It could be just how I handle it. I may be hitting a button, but the button only does this. Regardless, as you can see, I have not injured myself, and I'm wielding up by this choke point, this natural choke point. Whenever I wield a saber, I always look for the main balance point, the main choke point, the easiest point to wield the thing and have the most control. On this saber, it's here. You can try wielding it down here, but that's a little bit unusual. At any rate, I love this saber, and I will always have it. Now, what I wanted to talk about is people have this fancy notion about how to wield a saber, and a lot of it is predicated on tricks and flashy maneuvers. Now, I've spent years training as an actual swordsman. I practiced Iaido with live swords, and I actually injured myself as a fool doing a technique for sheathing my katana that I had done hundreds of times, and I severed a tendon. So I was actually looking for an alternate way to, continue to practice, but in a safe manner. There are several different blunt sword options, but my luck with those has been minimal at best. They're rather expensive, far more expensive than an actual katana made with a high quality carbon steel blade, and the weight is usually all off. So I opted for something extremely different. And that's what got me into lightsabers. My first lightsaber was, as I said previously, a 2007 Master Replicas Anakin. And I hadn't really given it much thought after that, until I discovered all of the wonderful companies on the interwebs that produce all of these wonderful products, and open up a whole new world for me. And the benefit is I pretty much can't injure myself severely with one of these. Although I do like the meme indicating that within 3 minutes of owning a real lightsaber, one would probably kill themselves. And I think that's absolutely true. Regardless, yeah, safe, viable, fun option to getting yourself injured. And that's all I have to say about that. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.